Hey guys, Martin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to talk about this banner that has appeared in the game as part of the beginning of the countdown to the Global Dokkan campaign. Kind of surprising that that just started today out of the blue. We knew a lot of events and things like that were going to be coming back today, missions, things like the link leveling, all that kind of stuff, all those events, but didn't realize that literally the actual countdown celebration itself was starting today. So this banner came out, and this banner has definitely ruffled some feathers, I think is the nicest way of saying it, because yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this banner. Overall, just very, very disappointing approach from Dokkan, and we will go into why as we talk about the details for this banner. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. YouTube, I know, has been unsubscribing some people, so make sure you double check. I've had multiple people tell me within the last couple of weeks that they've just randomly been unsubscribed, so do go ahead and double check. But let's talk about this banner and why this is such a terrible move on Dokkan's part. I don't want to see stuff like this going forwards, so I mean, I'll probably put it in the thumbnail or something for the, but do not summon on this banner, because someone else said the same thing on Twitter. I saw the post just before I started setting this up to record, but by summoning on this banner, you are essentially encouraging them to just do this kind of thing again. Now let's jump into the details, because it doesn't necessarily seem all that bad when you look at certain aspects of it, right? So there are two versions of the banner. You can use 25 stones for a 5-character summon, which is a guaranteed SSR, and that's it, right? Which, you know, that's fine. That's like a normal banner. 25 stones for 5 characters rather than 50 stones for 10. There's some okay units on here. That's fine, right? There's, you know, if that banner had just come out as is, that's fine. Now, the other one is the premium summon banner, where it's 100 stones to summon for 20 characters. The last character is a guaranteed featured unit, and they already come actually awakened as well, which is interesting. And however, the big thing and the real kicker here is that by doing the 100 Dragonstone summon, you get the special reward ticket that we'd seen in the data download, the little ticket icon that's up here in the top corner of the banner. This ticket is what you then use to get those special skill orbs that we were talking about in a video the other day when we saw the data download, which are for the those specific characters that are featured, right? So you've got the Tech UI Goku, LR Broly, there's the AGL Scout Vegeta, the physical trio, Daima Vegeta, Lord Slug, and these are really good, right? Like Daima Vegeta especially, this is a character who very sort of wonky on release, but on the cusp of can be decent with the right setup. So him getting a level 9 bronze defense orb, and then a silver orb that gives him additional, which is good for him, as well as an extra level 6 defense, that's really, really good. He is made considerably better by having these orbs. And then the Lord Slug ones seem pretty good as well, because Lord Slug is actually a very solid unit as well. So the problem being that these are locked behind summoning on this banner. You only get the ticket if you do the 100 stone banner, which means that those special skill orbs, which every unit that's released up until now, worldwide celebration headliners, all this kind of stuff, we've always gotten these skill orbs through events that you just play, and then you either get them as drops or you get currency that you trade in or something like that, right? Whereas this time they are paywalled behind a 100 stone summon on this banner. And if we take a look at the banner, so here's the 25 stone version, twice only, 25 stones, get 5 characters. They're the only featured units. There's a bunch of the banner units and stuff like that on there as well, but you don't get a guaranteed featured. And then for 100 stones, you get 20 characters. The last one, I believe, is guaranteed featured because they are fully awakened all the way. So, if you pull Slug, he's already a TUR. If you pull Broly, he's already an LR. Same with UI Goku, same with the trio. And that gives you the ticket. The problem is, even with guaranteed featured, and I talk about this when we talk about summon or skip for things that you know, like the pity banners that have guaranteed featured every third multi and stuff like that. You could do this 100 stone multi, get a whole bunch of like junk, and then your guaranteed featured SSR is the AGL Scout of Vegeta, who is terrible. So you've basically got almost no value out of that for the 100 stones. And the ticket, whilst obviously those skill orbs are really, really good, the fact that this is paywalled behind doing this summon is honestly crazy. I actually don't know. Let me double check if it says on here, because like ideally if you're a whale and you want like the best skill orbs for some of these characters possible, like you'd have to do the 100 stone thing multiple times in order to actually get the skill orbs for more than one character. I'm assuming you can do it more than once. I don't think it actually says here specifically, but you can see like the character comes like fully LR, like fully awakened if you pull them as the guaranteed featured. Yeah, now it also says they will be available in summon events that are scheduled to become available in the near future, right? So the worldwide celebration units, the Trio and Broly, and Daima Vegeta, this is basically telling us that they're going to be on the Global Dokkan campaign banners. So that makes this banner even less like value to summon on, right? So regarding the treasure item special reward ticket can be obtained by performing the 100 stone summon, exchange it for EX skill orbs exclusive to the featured characters in the barbershop, and then yeah, it gives the list of like what they are. Yeah, it doesn't say that you can only do it once. Let me check the actual shop in game, because this is the thing, right? Like, I don't want to encourage this kind of thing to happen in the future. So like, as much as I want those skill orbs, because I really like Slug, I don't think Daima Vegeta is as bad as people made out like on release. So I kind of would like to get the skill orbs and buff him and then make him like that little bit better for the future. But like, I don't want to do the summon on this banner, right? So I mean, it does say there's one time each for the things, 20 days left. Nothing seems to imply that you can't do the 100 stone summon more than once. So if you have done the 100 stone summon already, do let me know down below in the comments if you are actually able to do it again, because otherwise that makes it even worse, because you can literally only get one of the set of these EX skill orbs. But overall, I think it's definitely something worth discussing and worth thinking about. How, I don't like using the word scummy, but it feels like a really scummy move. Like, I guess Dokkan's done a bunch of generous things, like Dokkan Special Day. We've gotten loads of free tickets for summons. They can probably see that like the game has been dead since the anniversary, pretty much. I imagine that the amount of stones that have been spent overall since the anniversary is probably way down compared to what it normally is, because there's just been a lot of, the game's been quiet a lot, there's been a lot of low impact or low hype releases, and them giving out free tickets. Like, there's been a lot of people that have just summoned with the tickets, and even if they didn't pull the new unit, just being able to summon with the tickets has kind of scratched the itch of like being able to summon, right? So the fact that this very much just seems like this really horrible, right before the Global Dokkan campaign, when people are going to want as many stones as possible to be summoning for these new anniversary level units, they're now dropping a banner that's like encouraging you to spend 100 stones, because that's the only way for you to get the special orbs. Because nowhere does it say that there's going to be any possibility that you can get these orbs from somewhere else. For these characters, because obviously that would be ideal, right? If there was another way to get these orbs through a different, like through different means, then that would be fine, right? And just by doing the 100 stone summon, you get the guaranteed featured already awakened, which is cool, and then they just give you a set of the orbs for free as well. I say for free on top, like that would be fine. But it's the fact that you do have to summon that 100 stone summon on this banner to get that thing, right? And if you think about it, like the problem with the banner as well, if we take a look at it, like we've got all the unfeatured units, there are LRs on here as well. Like, you know, you could pull something interesting. You could pull Pycon off of here, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like I said before, guaranteed featured doesn't necessarily mean anything. And even when we look at the featured units, right, Scout Vegeta, terrible. Broly actually is kind of starting to be a little bit outdated by some of the post-anniversary content. Same with the Trio, same with Tech UI Goku. Saiyan Day Vegeta, who's over a year old. He's not from this year's Saiyan Day. He's kind of outdated in some events as well. Like, out of all of these units, if you could pick and choose, really Slug and then maybe Daima Vegeta are like the only two that realistically I would say that you want to get if you don't have them. Broly can still be useful for submissions and stuff. I mean, his domain, like, he's very powerful within the first few turns, but in some of these post-anniversary events that go on for a bit longer, he's not as good. So, yeah, all in all, I just feel like this is a huge fumble. Like, I don't want to go as far as to say that this is like a slap in the face to players, but it definitely doesn't feel like a great move here. Like, this is very just sort of pay to win, sort of pay to play, sort of like locking those skill orbs behind having to do the summon on this banner just feels like really gross. Because for me, I'm somebody who I do not whale out as much on the game anymore. I don't spend as much on the game as I used to. I'm trying to save all of my stones for the global Dokkan campaign. I would absolutely love to have that unique set of skill orbs for either Lord Slug or Daima Vegeta. But I don't want to spend 100 stones summoning on this banner. But there's no other way for me to get them, which I think is bad. Like, this version, like I said, this is fine, right? This is just a typical sort of thing that we can see. 2 discounted multi-summons. Like, if you want to do them for those characters, you don't have a guarantee, but it's the same as a normal banner in terms of price-wise. And, you know, there's no strings attached, as it were. Because this, 100 stones for 20 characters, is the same as doing 2 multis on like a normal banner. But it's the fact that it's this, the ticket being locked, these unique skill orbs that are just really good. And without any sort of argument, there is no debate. Like, having those skill orbs makes those characters significantly better. And the only way you can get them is by spending 100 stones on this banner. There's no other way to get around and get those. Even if you're like I mean, if you're a paying player, you just buy stones. But, like, you can't even buy the tickets from the shop, right? Like, if you wanted to just buy a set of the skill orbs, like, you just have to buy stones and summon on this banner, I guess. So all in all, I think this is very bad. Do not summon on this banner. If you have already, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, if you've got the stones to spare and you want the ticket or you want one of the units on here specifically, I'm not going to blame anyone who did summon, but I do think, like, summoning on this banner sends the message to them that it's okay for them to keep doing stuff like this in the future. And in the year that we've been having so far, where Dokkan has been really generous in a bunch of ways with the free tickets and stuff, we don't want them to also then be moving into the more sort of like money hungry, like paywalling kind of things. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. How do you feel about this? What do you think this could or will lead to? Do you care? Did you just do the 100 stone summon and get the ticket line? You don't care? Just let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.